Hey guys, what's up? I'm the Hash Granatic, and this is my partner.
Little sausage boys!
And today we're going to be discussing the Batman Arkham Origins multiplayer while I'm completing one of the boss battles from the Ratchet & Clank 2 Locked and Loaded HD remake, because this is a pretty sick game. And yeah, so blah blah blah. Anyway, Batman Arkham Origins, they've just released details on their multiplayer, and it actually sounds pretty cool. I'm not a big multiplayer guy myself. I know Little Sausage, you play a bit of multiplayer.
Yeah, lately I've been getting into playing some free-for-all on Gears of War Judgment.
Yeah, so he's been playing that. You've got a bit on Call of Duty, not too much though. But anyway, I'm not a big multiplayer guy, and this looks pretty interesting to me. So what it basically comes down to is it's a 3 versus 3 versus 2 match. So what that means is you have one team which consists of 3 of the Joker's goons, one team that consists of 3 of Bane's goons,
and then you have the dynamic duo,
Batman and Robin, as the final team. And then what happens then? Basically, the Bane and Joker gang member teams, they fight against each other to gain control points, and by gaining control points, the opposite team loses respawn points. So, by gaining as many control points as possible and lowering the respawn points of the other team, basically when the other team finishes and has no more respawn points left, the opposite team wins. If that makes sense, that sounds like a whole ton of fucking confusing shit. Simultaneously, the Dark Knight team of Batman and Robin win by subduing and intimidating the other 2 teams. And they lose basically by getting their asses kicked a lot. Now, another really interesting fact which makes this multiplayer even cooler is the fact that at random, we're not quite sure yet whether it's at random or whether it's based on achievements, one member of the Bane gang team and the Joker gang team will actually get to play as Bane and Joker themselves. So I mean, Sausage, what do you think about this?
Well, I think it might be like the Gears of War 3 Capture the Leader multiplayer, when each person gets to go as the leader, but yeah, we're not quite sure at the moment.
No, we're not quite sure, and I mean, that would work quite cool. That was a pretty cool multiplayer. But at this point in time, I'm actually really excited about this. I mean, I'm not a big multiplayer guy, but this looks pretty cool to me. This looks like an interesting take on multiplayer that actually offers something quite cool. Who knows, could be wrong, it could be some generic bullshit. Yep. But it looks interesting to me.
Like Tomb Raiders multiplayer.
Like Tomb Raiders, which was absolute ass shit. Despite it having a really good single player game, it was ass shit multiplayer. Interesting thing though, despite the fact that Arkham Origins is coming out on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PC, and Wii U, Wii U will not be getting the multiplayer.
So, that's pretty unlucky.
That's pretty unlucky for Wii U.
I mean, it looks damn cool, and it's one of the only consoles that's missing out on it, so...
I know, I mean, especially for me personally, I mean, it seems like Wii U is lucking out a lot, and I mean, I've got to say, me and you, Sausage, we're a bit biased here, because neither of us, in seriousness, have ever owned a Nintendo console. I've played a Wii U, I've played a Wii, yeah. I've played Game Boy, 3DS, but never owned a Nintendo console. So, can't actually specify, you know, any base judgment, but just from what I've been hearing about Wii U, I mean, they've got so few games coming to them, and I mean, with this kind of stuff happening, you know, one of the greatest games that has a pretty cool multiplayer coming up, having taken out the multiplayer, I mean, it just doesn't look like Wii U can compete. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, it's not stepping up to standard as all the other consoles have.
And I mean, the scary thing is, I mean, I don't know the Wii U specs. I'm going to admit to that. But I've heard from people that it is more powerful than the PS3 or 360. That could be bullshit, but that's what I've heard. Yet, this is a current-gen game. So, if the current-gen PS3 and 360 are getting this multiplayer, why is Wii U not? Oh, we'll just listen to this.
To another dimension. Say goodbye to your Frankenfest. Come on, Clank.
That was a fucking big jump.
Slow. Corporate lackey.
But yeah, okay, so going back to the Batman Arkham Origins, sorry, I just wanted to watch that, you know, I do like my Ratchet & Clank. No, I mean, if we going away from the multiplayer for a minute, what have you actually thought about what you've seen so far from Batman Arkham Origins, Sausage?
I think it looks pretty cool. It's definitely got a whole lot better.
Have you actually seen any of it, Little Sausage?
I've seen a bit.
You've seen a bit. I don't know. I enjoyed Batman Arkham Origins, Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City. I thought they were both really, really good games. I actually thoroughly enjoyed both of them. Yet, I don't know. I wasn't that into Origins being announced. I mean, you know, love the series, but I think it's the fact that it ain't Rocksteady, and from what I've seen so far, there isn't that much that screams like new, awesome shit, you know, that's gonna like revolutionize the series.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to feel about it.
Stop him. Not worth it. We got what we came for. Let's just get that little guy back to Mr. Fizzwidget.
Ratchet? Spank? Is that you?
We've accomplished our mission, sir. The experiment is safe and in our
Alright, well guys, that's really all we're going to talk about Batman Arkham Origins and its multiplayer. We're just going to watch the end of this and then we'll let you go. I'm the Hash Brown Addict, this is Little Sausage, and we'll see you next time.
We were glad to assist, sir.
We just need coordinates to our next rendezvous point.
Of course. I'm on my way to give a tour of Megacorp's historical mining site. Here's a little pack talk on the fragility.
Megacorp, man.